There's no doubt that Ethereum has gotten a tight grip on the Web3 gaming space. At this point, most people just don't think any other blockchain can become the next Ethereum. And that may just be a good thing. Instead of needing a whole layer 2 scaling solution, why not just have scaling baked in from the start? Let's take a look at 5 top games on a blockchain that's doing just that. Are you ready? Well, hey there gamers, thanks again for joining me. If you've been playing NFT games as long as I have, then you know that Ethereum has been the dominant player here for years. While we have some great layer 2 scaling solutions that help ETH-based games now, that doesn't comfort the boneyard of a wallet I have with all these pre-layer 2 game NFTs in it. These things are pretty much paperweights at this point, unless I want to pay the fees, of course. Now this is where we enter Cardano. Okay haters, Alex Becker fans, I hear you. Charles Hoskins is more of a cult leader than a developer. Cardano holders are a bunch of ham eaters. Cardano can't be an Ethereum killer, and I agree. Well, I mean, not about Charles, but the Cardano isn't going to be the next Ethereum. Cardano was built from the ground up as a layer 1 blockchain that can scale, and that's been great for NFTs and gaming. No layer 2s or future upgrades are needed for Cardano to offer fast and cheap solutions for game developers and gamers. So let's take some time to look at 5 of the hottest titles coming to Cardano gaming scene right now. First off, let's talk about the beautiful open world concept of Cornucopias, The Island Awaits. This game is being built as a massive world where gamers can play, build, and learn in order to earn real value. This metaverse is split across 12 uniquely themed zones, which are then divided into sectors and ultimately into domes. These act just like plots of land in other metaverses, and they can be bought and developed that users can kind of create whatever they want on them, right? Interactive experiences that they choose. Now, every player begins their adventure on what is called the island. And don't worry, this isn't a Lost spinoff, so no worries there. Instead, this is where newcomers can learn the basics of the game, including key elements like how to craft and go on quests. Next, the player is presented with their own free private hub called the Home Bubble. Here, they have a small plot of land where they can develop, store all the crap they find and craft, and even invite friends over to socialize or play games. When players do head out, they'll enter into worlds filled with all sorts of opportunity. We're talking mini games, quest lines, storylines, resources, and anything else the community builders can come up with. The in-game ecosystem is all powered by the Kopi token. This is used to purchase land, new characters, and other assets. Throughout their adventures, players will need to level up their crafting skills if they want to build the most valuable items and become the true legend across all the zones. Cornucopias is coming soon to mobile, desktop, home consoles, and even smart TVs, so it should be available to just about anybody with a connection. This means you'll have no excuse to not check it out. Now next up, we're talking about one of my faves on Cardano, and that's Boss Planet. This is a voxel-based metaverse coming to us from my friends at the Boss Cat Rocket Club. If you don't know, Boss Cat Rocket Club is a collection of NFTs on Cardano that may remind you of a certain primate-themed yacht club. Well, that's because the Boss Cats were founded by a member of the Bored Ape community known as Blue Magic. And Blue Magic wanted to build a fresh collection of NFTs that didn't have the same limitations as those on Ethereum. And Cardano was the perfect fit. Now, the Boss Cat team is launching an exclusive metaverse experience, and in many ways, Boss Planet will be Cardano's answer to BAYC's other side metaverse, but with the blocky spin. What you can definitely expect is a massive array of worlds, all filled with community-created content where players can own land and monetize the attractions they build. Get ready to check out shops, games, concerts, galleries, or whatever other wacky shit this super dedicated community can drum up. In Boss Planet, your avatars are known as Vox Cats, right? And they look like Minecraft versions of the Boss Cat Rocket Club NFTs. Using these kitties, users will interact, they'll traverse, and interact with the experience made by their fellow players. Boss Planet is looking to release their public alpha next year, but now is a great time to start collecting land and Vox Cats to gear up. The gameplay, graphics, and community on this one all look pretty tight, so keep close tabs on Boss Planet as we near its first release. Ew. This next one is for all you leather-loving bikers out there, and it's called Hell's Hyena Motorcycle Club, and their title Outlaws Brawl. Now, HHMC is another NFT collection turned game, and in this case, built around a fictional rivalry between hyenas and coyotes. It's over the control of their town called Nomansville. Outlaws Brawl will take this idea and kind of run with it as an online multiplayer first and third person shooter in which players will compete for dominance in the game by slaughtering their enemies and capturing opponent spawn points. It's basically kind of like King of the Hill. Now, whoever controls more of the map when time runs out is the winner in this game. Players can crush their adversaries with an arsenal of goodies like shotguns, revolvers, automatic weapons, grenade launchers, hand grenades, all your disposal to suppress the opposing side and hold dominance until the end of the round. As the name of this NFT collection suggests, you'll also be able to hop on a motorcycle to zip around the map or run from danger. But what kind of punk runs from danger when you're riding their hog around with a grenade launcher in your hand? What's also great about Outlaws Brawl is that they already have a playable beta available on their website that you can check out right now. Anyone can get started playing for free, but players who hop in with the wallet that holds an HHMC NFT will be able to unlock new assets such as skins and weapons, as well as earn the in-game currency TBC. Now, if you don't have one yet, don't worry, you can still have hours of fun in this battle royale without one. So does blowing up motorcycle riding Wile E. Coyote sound like a blast? Well, then get to brawling. Okay, be honest, who doesn't like mixing booze with high fantasy? Well, that's why you should check out our next pick today from developers Drunken called Ends and Quests. This upcoming title is the first in a planned metaverse of fantasy experiences, all built around a common world and lore. In this first series, gamers will be managing their own tavern in order to attract adventurers and send them out on epic adventures. All assets inside the tavern, like furniture or other things, are already going to be NFTs, right? So you'll be able to collect and swap all these things to build your ultimate mythical watering hole of your dreams. Now, Drunken Dragon is planning to expand the universe and allow for playable quests that will let users unlock brand new NFTs, as well as partner with other developers to launch fresh games and experiences inside of this fantasy universe. Listen, I know Game of Thrones ended up sucking, but that doesn't mean fantasy is dead. So take a look at Drunken Dragon's Ends and Quests and start designing your pub away from home today. Alright, that brings us to the final game on our list today, a little title called Raggy Run. Raggy Run is the first casual game created from the Crypto Raggies NFT collection, which just so happens to be the second collection we've covered today that features cats. If you haven't heard, Crypto Raggies is a project dedicated to the love of the ragdoll cat breed. Specific, I know. Today's premier game, Raggy Run, is pretty kind of interesting, and it's available on PC, Mac, iOS, and Android. It's one of those infinite runner titles that you see Raggy jumping and dodging obstacles in an effort to survive for as long as possible. You make it to the next box fight, and you get the highest score. As you play, you earn points that can be turned into the native currency of Raggy coins. The game is free to play, however, users who are holding a Crypto Raggy in their connected wallet can utilize their own special feline when they are actually running. If you don't have a Raggy, well, don't worry. You can play with one of the community staked ones with a 5% earning being transferred to the actual owner when you play. Players can also purchase special NFTs from the Raggy store that represent power-ups. By holding these in their wallet, there's a chance they'll spawn as in-game items to help the Raggy make it to a new high score. The course is randomly generated and has a variety of risks to avoid, so there's plenty of replay value here as well. The Crypto Raggy team is also committed to expanding the game with new features, power-ups, and boss fights in the near future to keep things interesting for invested players. If you're a crazy cat gamer and you love pushing yourself to get a new high score, then definitely go down Raggy Run today. There you have it. 5 games that showcase how Cardano will never be Ethereum, because it's already way ahead when it comes to bringing experiences to gamers that are faster, cheaper, and all around more accessible without a layer 2 solution. Cardano community, I know you're watching, so be sure to let me know down in the comments all the other awesome titles out there that should be on my next list. Until next time, stash that crypto, friends.